Hi.
Ricki-Lee, welcome.
Ricki-Lee.
Now, what I love about you is you felt the pain of doing our jobs.
I did feel the pain. I don't know how you're still doing
Let
it.
everyone know the reality.
The reality is you feel like shit all the time. All the time. No matter how much makeup you put on, you feel like, the worst jet lag you have?
Yeah.
Like the worst jet lag. So you've been away for like 2 months in a completely different time zone, not just like 3 hours behind. You're like 25 hours ahead, and that doesn't really make sense.
But it feels
It's like that. It's like you just, am I right? You're
Yeah,
just in a
absolutely.
constant state of zombie, and you're constantly fighting your eyes to stay open.
And you could fall asleep
at
anywhere.
any second, anywhere.
Shopping.
But a lot of people
pushing
say
the trolley, have a little snooze in the lettuce aisle.
Head on the button-up pumpkin.
Yeah.
a lot of people always say to me, though, you've been doing it for a while, so surely
It gets
you
easier.
You never
Never
get
gets easier.
And because I'm a night owl, any of you still night owl?
I used to be, but I'm not
I
anymore.
still stay up late because we have to watch stuff on TV.
Yeah.
But how late are you talking?
Well, see, I was staying away because I was touring at this. Remember, I was
Yeah,
here
you came here and
when
did
I
the
did
show.
the Backstreet Boys tour.
Yeah.
I was doing the show, and it was I was having to get to the studio at 4 a.m. and so that was 1 a.m. Perth time.
And everyone sounds really good.
And I was getting off stage at 10:30 p.m. Perth time, and I had to be in the studio 3 hours later.
Luckily, we don't have any other talents.
I had an hour's sleep. By the time I got home and had a shower and washed off all the bloody body makeup and glitter that I was wearing, I had an hour's sleep.
But you left your nightclub stamp on just so you can get back in.
Of course. I had to get back into Nova.
Broke it down and stuff.
Well, you're obviously doing very well at the moment, and that a good sign of that is the size of your bag.
It's a big bag. It's
it
a
is a
Mary
big
Poppins bag.
Look, it's to the point where you can
No,
pull a Saint Bernard
I've
out of
got
that.
2 bags in it.
Well, there you go. Killing it at the
Bags,
moment.
Now,
Headphones,
it's Louis
perfume,
Vuitton. Did you get that in
teasing
Bali?
comb. No, this
It's
is a
a real
real
deal.
one.
Is that real? Can I touch it?
We can't even tell the difference.
And look,
That's how
and then
pathetic we are.
inside there, there's little...
Chanel.
There's women that can look at this and look at the stitching and go, yep, that's
No,
real.
my boyfriend he bought me this for my birthday last year.
Has he been
It's
gay
very
for long?
special. Honestly, I'm waiting for him to come out of the closet. Any moment now, he's going to come out.
He's got excellent
But it's going to be
taste.
great because
It's a
we're going to
great
be best
taste.
friends.
Well, you are be best.
You can do your
We'll be
hair.
besties.
It'll be
Now-
lovely.
now-
And I'll be able to tell people how good his doodle is. I'll be the best wingman
of all
for
time.
my gay boyfriend.
Your boyfriend
my
is-
gay ex-boy. I've dated gay men before.
Have you?
Are you really?
Yeah, 2 of the boys that I went out with in high school are now flamboyantly gay.
Do you
And
take
so
any
were
credit for
there,
that?
looking
Completely,
back,
I turned them.
Looking back, were
They
there
looked at
any,
my boobs and they ran.
were there any signs looking back?
Completely.
Yeah.
Okay. The first.
they love
I'm
you
just
'cause
going
you
to
could
tell you the
sing?
name
Yeah.
of the first guy.
Yeah,
His name
okay.
was Chad. Okay.
Okay.
There's no chance of
Yeah.
him being straight. And
Oh, I know a straight Chad.
really sorry,
Yeah.
Chad. Sorry, any
Give us a
Chads
call
out
now,
there.
13 24 10. If you
Everyone knows Chad, and you want to yell at Ricky for
Straight
calling you
Chads
gay.
call us.
So his name was Chad, and we were doing the school musical together.
Up, done. That's what I say.
Okay, keep going.
He played the trumpet.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's
Are we
one
going to
step
beat
away
that?
from playing the trombone.
Not even kidding. And he really he really embraced the makeup wearing and the eyeliner situation
Yeah.
in the school musicals on stage.
Yeah.
And
So when
just
he was-
carried that into his everyday life.
So when he was doing your makeup for the school ball, did that maybe tip you off?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
No, it was very awkward. And then there was another guy. It was actually so after I got divorced, and then I went through the whole, I don't know how to be alone thing.
Yeah.
And then when I went back to dating, so this is like, at 24.
Yeah.
I went out on a date with a guy, and a couple of dates, and then at some point, we ended up on a bed, and he got up and ran.
Talking.
What?
And now I know that he's gay.
Did you take your clothes
Kidding.
We were kind of making out. It was a few dates in.
Well,
it was
I mean, I
it
don't
was
mean to be
getting
personal.
hot and heavy.
Is there anything
And
controversial happening down there?
No, I'm awesome.
Okay.
That is really scary.
No,
That's really
it was,
scary.
and he was like, I've got to go, and he freaked out and he ran, and I was like, you serious? And he's gay. I didn't know, but now he too does musicals,
That is unbelievable.
and now
it's
he's
like
with a
kryptonite.
guy, and I
Yeah.
reckon I was like his last shot
So
at being with a
did
woman,
somebody-
and
And he
he
couldn't
didn't
do
deal
it?
with
This is a
it.
blind date where
No.
somebody said, would you like to go out with my friend Ricky?
His name's Ricky. You're gonna go out with my friend Ricky. So
And he's getting
true.
there,
And he was like,
he's looking for an
he
Adam's
started
apple.
going down, he got down to the lumps on my chest and he was like, whoa, I don't know how to do this. He didn't even
They
get down.
better be silicon.
Now, so your boyfriend now is your personal trainer?
No, he doesn't train me anymore.
Doesn't he?
I mean,
He is a personal trainer.
no, he's not anymore.
Oh, he
No,
was?
He was.
He was.
When you hooked up.
He was, and then I made him not do that anymore because he needs to come and hang out with me more.
Yeah,
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
So, now he's in your
works.
entourage.
He works with me now. So he kind of runs all the business side of stuff for me. He's very
Okay.
smart and switched on like that. He's run his own businesses before, and so he does all of that for me, and we get to work together, which is great.
yeah, that's
So-
nice. Or is it a challenge?
No, well, sometimes it's a challenge because sometimes you kind of find yourself only ever talking about work.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we have to have times where we're like, right, it's 8:30.
Yeah.
The rest can wait. Let's not talk about work anymore. And we have date nights where we're not allowed to take our phones.
Oh, how cute.
And we're not allowed to talk about work at all. And it's hard. Sometimes it's like, what the fuck do we talk about?
Talk about the weather.
So, how
What about the Rabbitohs?
is your mum? Like it's sometimes, and when we go on holidays, so it's a challenge sometimes, but
Yeah.
it's great.
Do you still train with him as well, Ricky? Obviously, you keep your fitness routine
Because you look
up.
amazing. Let's
Thank
just
you.
put
Yeah,
it
you
in.
do.
Like we've
Well,
seen you on TV and we're like, oh, is she really that good? Has she been airbrushed in the magazines? You look amazing.
Thank you. No, we I go for a run every morning. I wake up and go for a run on my own. He can't run.
Did you ever think
he's all
that you would be
crippled
that
now.
person?
No, because I couldn't even run. When I first met him, I couldn't run for a minute. For 1 minute.
How long
on
are
the
you running
treadmill.
for?
An hour every morning.
That is incredible.
I run around where? So I run
Because I tried
down
to
near
run once
Sydney.
and I ran, and then I got to the point where I ran a taxi and got it. Because I was like, nah, I've got to
I
go
don't
back.
want to do this anymore. No, so I run. I live in Sydney and I live near the harbour, so I kind of run
Fantastic.
down along the water near the harbour, and it's beautiful every morning. And it's different every day. So I do that, but then I do that every morning, and then a few nights a week I'll go to the gym with him, and he doesn't like stand over me
Pump
and
some
like
iron.
push. So he just
Yeah.
tells me what to do, and
I do that with my wife.
he's like, go and do legs, chest, and back,
Yeah,
and I'll be
right.
like, okay, cool, and I go see him.
Yeah, you're not that hands off though.
No, I like to get stuck right into it and make sure the intensity.
He'll question her about buying apple pies at the register.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
you're hardcore.
That was a bad day.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then
I
the
can
8
imagine,
items on
I
their
can
aisle.
imagine that,
The items
Did
on
go
their
down
side, then he
well.
drops them, drop and do 20. And then
He's
that's
just in the
like,
aisle.
come
Just
on.
a couple of burpees.
The conversation
No,
went,
he's
I'm
fine.
not paying for a gym membership for you if you're going to eat apple pie.
Can
That's how
we
it
beep
went,
this
wasn't
out,
it?
by the way?
Trouble. But no, he I mean, when I first started, he was, guiding me and showing me how to do things right, because I'd never done anything right before
Yeah.
in terms of weights and exercise. And so once he knew that, when I go to the gym, I don't like to waste time. I want to be there if I'm going to be there for half an hour, I want to
Let's
make
get
it
it done.
Make
Get in,
it
get
worth
out.
it.
Yeah.
You're there.
Yeah.
So many people go to the gym and then they're there, but then they do things that are just pointless. And there's no point. You may as well be on the couch lifting up chocolate bars to
Yeah.
your mouth, because that was
All right, let's just do that then.
The video might have picked that up. A little sexual move I just made there. Nathan
That's going to be put in slow-mo heaps right now. Do it again
And
now.
I opened my mouth as it got to
And now we're going to superimpose different things in your hand.
Yeah. So he knows that I make the most of my time at the gym, and if I'm not, he comes over and he's like, get off your phone, get off Twitter. You need to just not be on Twitter right now.
Get stuck
Right.
in it.
Yeah.
So let's talk about The Voice now. That's
Sure.
everybody is watching it. It is.
I know.
It.
It's mad.
Is it?
I know.
It is. I
I was
cannot
thinking-
fault the show.
I was thinking about it yesterday. I was at the airport on my way here, and a woman stopped me, and she was just. It was like this show is like a phenomenon. It's like, I remember when the first series of Idol
Yeah.
happened, and it was just this big. It was like the shiny new toy, and it was just a phenomenon. Every single person wanted a part of it and wanted a piece of it and was watching it and had an opinion. And I think over time with Idol, that kind of dwindled because it became less and less. It became more obvious who was going to win every time.
Yeah.
It did.
There'd be probably four singers in the top 24 that were amazing,
Yes.
that were great.
Yep.
Whereas with The Voice and shows, Idol's been rested, which has kind of given a bit of time, and I think it's made people more excited. about this new concept, and every single one of those contestants is an amazing
brilliant.
singer. There's no one there
That's
that
what
you
we
go.
like. It hit the ground running.
Yeah,
It
there
really
wasn't-
did.
and it
And
wasn't.
there was no
it wasn't-
humiliation
It
of people
wasn't
that
about
couldn't-
humiliating
Yeah, that's
people.
right.
It wasn't about bringing people down and laughing at people. Every single person that stepped on that stage and that's a part of the show is amazing, and that's exactly what Idol needed to continue
Yeah,
doing.
sure.
But it became more about the backstory and my
Who
dogs.
cares? Everyone's going to cry.
Yeah,
What's
it
your
came
life
about
story?
the story.
Orphan. And I love orphans, but, you know.
What about the great man Seal that you work
The
with
great
so
man.
close?
I
Well,
love him.
Everybody thinks he's so sexy.
What
My
does he
wife straight
smell
away.
like?
He smells great.
Does he?
Yeah.
Because we thought he might smell like fish.
He gets right up in your grill.
He
Does
does.
he?
He
Like
does.
we see that with his contestants just
Yeah.
the other night. He was grabbing them.
He
the two
invades your
hands on the
personal
face.
space like violently. No,
Yeah.
Is it offensive though, or
no,
is it
no.
sexy?
He's that's just the kind of person he is. He's a very touchy, cuddly. While you're
Yeah.
sitting here talking, he'd be sitting here playing with your hands and talking to you and looking
Nathan
in your
doesn't do
eyes
human
and looking
contact.
into.
Yeah.
I don't do contact either. I'm
intimidating?
like,
And next minute you look down, your pants are off, and you go,
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like I'm the
Jeez, this guy's
dentist.
good.
but he's like in your zone when he talks
Yeah.
to you. Like, and I don't know. I think I've got kind of issues. Like I wasn't hugged enough when I was a kid, so I've got issues with people like cuddling me
that's pretty
and
full
like
on.
touching me and things like that. And he was just like right up in my face, and he was really close. And I was like going cross-eyed when I was looking at him, and it was all a bit awkward. But he's so lovely and he's so friendly, and he
comes across as
looks
that.
at you
Yeah.
and he wants to like look inside you.
You've been taking this interview all
now
over the
let's
place.
play that
That's so
hand
great.
gesture again on the video.
No. He really looks through you, and he wants to kind of get inside your head and find out what makes you tick and what kind of a person you are. And he's
Now, when
really
you're-
genuine, and
you
he's
were-
really invested in these contestants.
When you were the mentor for
Yep.
him, for his team, and he turns around to you and says, "I want to get Ricki-Lee's opinion." Like, what do? You just go, "Oh,
you
you're a
have to go.
seal."
Yeah.
No,
Come
the
up
hard
with that. Like,
thing
how
with
weird
that was, and I was there to, as a mentor, our job was there to help the contestants
Yes.
and help them, be better performers and help them with their performances and things like that. And when the coaches turn around, it means that they can't make the decision.
I know.
So it means that he needs me to make the decision, and I don't want blood on my hands. I don't want to make the decision. I don't want to be the one that's like, oh, you should send that person home, because I love all of them,
Yeah.
and he does too. And that was hard. I didn't want him to turn around. I just wanted to enjoy the show.
Wouldn't it be funny if you turned around and you went there?
Or I was like, oh, I don't know.
You took off
I
into
wasn't
the
even
crowd.
watching. But yeah, I just wanted to put on a pretty outfit and come on TV. No, it was that was hard, and
Yeah.
but it was surreal. It was like, oh my god, he's turning around.
Seal wants my opinion.
wants my
What am I going to
opinion.
say?
Well, what I love
That's
about the
fantastic.
voice
I enjoy it.
is the coaches are fantastic, the mentors are fantastic. That everyone was a quality artist.
And there's a lot of respect
There is.
in the air between the contestants,
Got
the
such a great
mentors, the
brand.
coaches, even the crew who are filming us. When we're standing around the piano jamming, they're all standing. They all love music, and they're music fans and music lovers, and it was a really nice set to work on. It was
Yeah.
a really nice show to be a part
So
of.
you do it
because
again?
Good on
Everyone,
you.
absolutely.
Now,
looks great on TV.
we've just been educating ourselves a little bit more with your film clip, watching it over and over and over again.
Research.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. You dancing
you.
around in your
And your
bikinis.
knickknacks.
Demandies.
And then we saw the guy with the hot dog.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a
We were
sexual
alluded to this
innuendo
by
there.
somebody else. Yeah.
Oh, well, how about the lyrics? One taste of my apple pie will satisfy your appetite. There's a bit of innuendo
You're
there.
just a really good cook.
Yeah.
Yes.
You like it when I do it like that. You want me when I do it like that, in conjunction with a pelvic thrust. While
Of
I'm
course
in
you're going to
undies.
need a guy with a hot dog sauce bottle.
That actually wasn't my idea. The video, that was all my concept, and
Yep.
I worked with the director to kind of make sure she, shot
Was it
everything
just in
right.
Sydney?
Just in Sydney.
In streets, yeah.
And yeah, so on the day she sprung me with the hot dog guy and the little thing, and she was like, "More sauce!" And I was like squishing the sauce as I like do my little bum move, and
Now,
sauce was dripping everywhere.
Is
It
the
was
pants
great.
off thing going to become a signature Ricki-Lee move?
You look great with your pants off.
Oh, you do?
Even I'm saying
Lovely.
that.
With no pants on.
I love wearing Well, the first thing I do when I get home is take my pants off. I don't like wearing pants.
Well, that's
I
good
love.
news.
Come on.
Do you not
Isn't
take
it
your
just
shoes
so
off
good?
first?
I mean, I don't like feeling restricted in my region, so I take them off straight away.
Everyone go and knock
first
on
thing
her
that I
door if
do.
you know where she lives.
I'm just getting really creepy. I'm so
No.
sorry.
I love that.
No, it's the first thing that I do when I get home is take my pants off. I love wearing no pants.
So
And when I'm dancing and
Yeah.
it's just easier. Shorts kind of ride up and they get annoying.
Sure.
So it's easier to kind of wear
You're one
know,
step away from being nude.
hot pants or little leotard or something like that.
well, one of my
I'm the
dreams
same.
is to be in a film. I think it looks fantastic.
I would
But
no
love
pants
to see
on?
you
when
with
it's
no
happening, do you think about what you're doing? Because there's a part where you're in the laneway and you're dancing around and you're hugging the wall and stuff like that. Do you know what
It doesn't
people
hug you back,
Do you know
it's
what
quite
people do
awkward.
in laneways?
Yeah, especially in Sydney where I live.
yeah, that
Yeah.
would have been rank.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, you do kind of think about it, and it was all gravelly, and it looks really sexy, and I'm up against the wall and I'm rolling around on it, but
There's
I was
a dead cat at your feet.
scratching my skin, and there's potholes near my feet, so I'm tripping, and yeah, it's been edited really well.
Not quite as
You
glamorous.
always have a producer or a director yelling out to you the whole
Yeah.
time, be sexier.
Yeah.
Move your
They're
arm
like,
this
be
way.
sexy. Yeah. Turn around. Look back to the camera. Look over your shoulder. Yeah, that's great. Now give me the eyes. I want the eyes.
Smize.
Yeah.
It's a bloody brick wall.
Arms up. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. Videos are a lot of fun to shoot.
What's your favourite achievement to now? Was it? I remember how exciting it was when we all found out you're on the Sex in the City 2 soundtrack.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was huge.
That was cool.
What is the highlight?
Other than
think-
this interview, obviously.
No, this is fun. This has been fun. We've
You're
done a
such in
whole lot
dizzy
of-
heights right now. Your nose might be bleeding.
For me, I mean, I actually, decided. I think it was after I released "Don't Miss You" and "Hear No, See No, Speak No." I had given in. I threw the towel in. I didn't
Yeah.
want to do music anymore. I wasn't happy with the way that things were, the way that everything was being run. I was kind of being controlled. I felt like a bit of a puppet.
Yeah.
My label were making bad decisions.
So it's like what you see in the movies.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what I felt like. I felt like I was a puppet, or I was in the passenger seat of a car, and I could see it in slow motion about to crash, and no one could hear me screaming. And I was
Yeah.
like, "Stop! Turn this way!" So it was really frustrating as an artist, and I'm not a wallflower. I'm quite an opinionated, strong woman, and I like to kind of, be in control and have my say. And it was very frustrating for me, and it wasn't very satisfying for me to kind of, I was the one who had to go out there and sell these songs that I didn't necessarily like. So that was really hard for me, and then I decided to give in, and that's when I took the job and did the radio gig in Sydney.
Yeah.
And and then by the end of that, during that year, I kind of cleaned up a lot of things and flushed out a lot of, those toxic
Poison,
people and
yep.
poison and left my record label, which is a really big risk as an artist in this
Especially
current
in such a
time.
small country as well.
In music. So I left my record label because I just believed that I deserved better.
Yep.
And then I left my management because I felt like they were making some really bad decisions and it just wasn't working, and it was too controlling. I wasn't allowed to
Have your say.
I wasn't allowed to think for myself.
Yep.
And then so the thing was, it was like by the end of that year of doing radio, I really was hungry to get back into music for the first time in a long time because I had just given in.
Yeah.
So then I spent my own money, got on a plane, contacted producers and writers myself with no record label, no nothing, and went over there for 4 months and wrote this album. And Raining Diamonds was one of the songs. And that song, what that song is all about is about that story that I just told you.
Yeah.
Was that I felt like I deserved better in so many senses, in life, in relationships I'd been in friendships with family members, and it was about setting a standard for myself that I was going to strive for, and I wasn't going to settle for anything less than that. And that's what Raining Diamonds is about. So getting to the point, my biggest achievement and the thing that means the most to me, when that song got released and that song went platinum and I was given and presented, and it was the most emotional day. I was given the platinum record. Yeah. And it seems really obnoxious. Oh, I've got a platinum record, but that meant so much.
Yeah.
I took a massive risk.
Yeah.
I could have completely.
We might have never heard from you again. Yeah.
But I believed enough in myself that I deserved better, and I signed with EM, a global record deal with a major record label who believe in me and took a chance on me, and all of those things culminated, and now I'm back to loving music and doing what I love doing, which is making music, and other people are listening to it and playing it and loving the song. And when I got that plaque, that just meant so much
Validation,
to me.
yeah.
Because all I wanted was someone to believe in me and back me and
Out of the whole machine that was after Idol.
It's all I ever. I've got an amazing team of people that I work with every single day that believe in this as much as I do, and they, so it really meant a lot to me. And,
That's awesome.
And holding that and kind of, it's got kind of pride of place in my house. And
How did they present it to you? Were you somewhere? Because it used to be on
surprised
Hey Hey Saturday.
No, they surprised me because I go in to my label because I am very involved in everything.
Yeah.
I kind of call the shots and make the final decisions on everything. So I go in and meet every week at my record label, and I went in and it was just normal because I go in every week. Went in there and walked upstairs, and the entire staff were upstairs and kind of, there's like something like 60, 70 people up there just like clapping and cheering. And
That's awesome.
And I was like, oh my God, did I get dropped? I was like really scared. I thought I got dropped.
Cheering for me to get kicked out.
It's been really great working with you,
Thank
Ricki.
you so much. See you later. So I was kind of like, oh my God, what's going on? Is something bad I thought was happening? That was my initial thing.
Yeah.
And then the chairman of the record label we sat down and we were talking about things, and then he gave it to me, and I lost it. I lost it because I feel so lucky to have been given a second chance, but I've been given a second chance because I believed that I deserved
you
it.
backed yourself.
I backed myself and I pushed for it, and I didn't give up.
So wouldn't it be more surprising and awesome if they gave it to you somewhere you weren't expecting? So you're going to the dentist, and then you're
Just
lying
like-
back,
Get your glasses on.
and
The drill's
then they
coming.
come in and go, Ricki-Lee,
And I was like,
we'd like to present you with this platinum record. You're crying because you're on the happy gas.
have you ever had happy gas?
No, I haven't, and I really wish I could.
It's okay.
I've had it
I'm
as a
not going to
kid.
endorse it. I get I've had laser hair removal,
Yeah.
and
You're like a Wookiee, are you?
it hurts.
Hairy shoulder thing.
It hurts.
Doesn't it?
Right? So the place I get it done is actually a cosmetic surgery place,
Yeah.
and they all the women around there look like trolls. Like they look so weird. They look like aliens. Their faces are so weird. Oh, I hope they're not listening. And like, a lot of the time you go in there and one's got like a thing on her nose and she's got black eyes and she's had her, face
Bit of a
tucked
recon
under.
here and
Yeah.
there,
And,
yep.
and then the next week you don't even recognise her because she has hair and look the
So where's
same.
Pam?
Yeah. And she's
looking
like,
at her.
it's me.
Next week, she's a black woman. And you're going, I didn't know that was possible in a week.
How do I want that turn? Yeah, so I get late, and they just because of the nature of the place, like it's all like 70-year-old women that are going in face reconstructed.
Oh, the gas, that's right. That's
They give you happy gas while you're having laser. It's great. I have an hour once a month where I'm
Pissing
just like
yourself.
off enough. And I hear noises.
Where are you getting all
get
the
all
hair removed
paranoid
from?
Everywhere.
Where's that hot dog?
Yeah.
Where's that hot dog?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
I don't like hair.
No. No, that's okay, Chewbacca.
I was Chewbacca about 12 months
You're
ago.
not one of those kids from the Guinness Book of Records, those wolf kids, are you?
Because it's amazing
You're
what they've done.
you're not supposed to be able to survive without your fur.
I'm surviving just fine.
Do you find this winter that you're feeling the cold a bit more?
I'm really feeling the cold. It's chilly. I don't have my coat.
So you just decided to leave the main?
No, you know what's funny? So when you're having laser, this is such a funny interview. When you're having laser, and so you shave your legs, and then they go in and they laser
Sure,
your hair.
yeah.
So but then you don't really shave your legs because it like singes the hair, like burns it all off, and then so it doesn't really grow back, and it grows back really fine. So sometimes when I go running, and I've got my stocking, my skin's on down to my knees.
Yeah.
The hair, the thin hair on my legs is like blowing in the breeze.
Flapping in the wind.
like this?
Because it's quite.
'Cause
No,
Sean's
it's
got
really fine.
Oh.
I'm going to see if I've got any.
Have you got any? No. You
No,
haven't got
Hitting
it.
Nathan in the
it's
face.
working.
You haven't got
No,
any.
it's working. But no, so they used to have they
So
used to
how
be like
long does it
really
get?
thin. Well, you don't see them because they become really fine.
But you feel them.
You feel them. So I'll be like running and I'm like,
Can you break
Does it feel
it?
like you've
like
got
a breeze.
spider webs on you?
Yeah, you know when you walk through a really thin like spider web, that's what it feels like on my legs, and it's really weird.
There's an insight that we didn't realise we were going to get from you today.
But now it's all gone. It's all been singed off.
That is fantastic. And look at her now.
Look at me now, hairless.
Hairless, pantless, it's
Oh,
amazing.
the cats freak me out, but the hairless humans I'm into.
Yeah.
Nova.